Okay, right. Hello, everybody. Teaspoon Donuts here, and yeah, sorry about the flipping dodgy mic. I know it's bad, but yeah, today we're gonna be having a Star Wars power ranking tier list. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of characters here that I have not made this myself, so as you can see, like with Mace Windu here, there's a couple of duplicate images, but we'll just ignore them. I will be including characters from different time periods if I think their power level has changed drastically enough. So yeah, that should do it. I think we're actually going to add another row here because I don't think 5 will do it. I think 6 should be good. Yeah, bear with me. Right, okay, so let's get it started. What kind of characters do we have here? Okay, yeah, so I'll be rating them based on each other, not overall. So yeah, Adi Gallia, or RD Gallia, sorry. She's a eater. Savage absolutely slapped her. She may be a Jedi Council member, but it's just like Savage has no lightsaber training, and while he is extremely powerful, and RD Gallia isn't weak by any means, she did just get slapped, and she hasn't got any notable feats. Anakin, he's S tier. That's like prime Anakin. He didn't reach his full potential, but he is easy S tier. Barriss, I don't know if she's D or E tier. I'd put her D just because she managed to hold her own against Anakin for a bit. So yeah, she's D. She's decent. She's good at lightsaber duels, just not that strong in the Force. Ben, he's A, easy A. Yeah, Ben managed to kill Maul, which was probably his best feat. And people may be like, oh, well, he got slapped by Vader. Yeah, he wanted to lose that. He was just trying to buy time, and then he gave up at the end. He could have survived that duel, maybe. So, yeah, the Bendu, I'm actually going to leave him to the end, because he's an interesting one. Cal, ooh, that's a hard one. Put him high D tier. I think he's good, but we just haven't seen much of him, and he hasn't had a great deal of training, but he did manage to beat the second sister, so yeah. Dooku, I'll put him above Ben Kenobi, because realistically, I don't think in any time period Kenobi's gonna beat Dooku, because he got disposed of him. Well, I mean, I guess Palpatine was helping Dooku to take Obi-Wan out of the picture in Revenge of the Sith, but I still think Dooku could have easily taken Obi-Wan if it was a 1v1, and like, that's when Dooku was probably at one of his weakest points because of his age, so it's just like, no, I think Dooku's just a little bit more powerful. This Anakin, this is like when he just turned to the dark side. Yeah, he had no control over his emotions whatsoever, which was really making him unstable. So I think realistically he could beat Barriss definitely, but could he beat Cal? Could he beat Cal in this? Yeah, probably. We'll put him high D tier. Phantom Menace Maul, he's high B tier. Like he had a lot of training still, and he was actually decently strong in the Force. He beat Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Say Obi-Wan was a Padawan, well, he was ready to be a knight, so he was on that power. And Maul still managed to dispose of them easily, and Obi-Wan did not win. Maul won. He just got cocky, and Obi-Wan like, Maul could have just lobbed his lightsaber down at Obi-Wan, chopped off his head or hands, made him fall. Obi-Wan would have been dead. So yeah, Maul was stronger there. Rise of Skywalker Palpatine, he's highest here, above Anakin. Yeah, he was like, he had the power of like the Force Dyad. He was just really powerful. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, he was a god basically. Vader, no, we'll put him below Anakin. I mean, they were basically two completely different characters. Like, Vader had to adapt his form and lightsaber fighting style completely in order to adapt to its new slower limbs and stuff. So yeah, and Palpatine deliberately made his suit weaker. So I think that's yeah, I think that's why I'm putting him below Anakin. Also, Palpatine said that in Revenge of the Sith, Lord Vader will become more powerful than either of us. But that was before he had his limbs chopped off, and obviously Vader couldn't reach the potential that Anakin could have had. Yeah, daughter, she's strong, but Anakin beat her, so I reckon Vader could as well. And she's just not, can't hold a candle to Sidious, can she? So yeah, she's there. These lists are in order, by the way. These tiers. Depa Billaba. Yeah, she's just not here, is she? She's like decent, she's good, above average Jedi Knight, but like, just no, she's not on the tier of like Adi Gallia. Like, even they're right next to each other, and she's just not on that tier. This guy, Eve Koff, I think, is it Eve Koff? I think it is. Yeah, I'll put him E. He's once again just not as strong as some of the characters higher. The eighth brother, he could take Barriss, but not Cal. Sidious, weaker than actually no. At this point, would he be? Vader could probably kill him at this point, actually, because he's just older and more frail and doesn't use a lightsaber. So, actually, I don't think Vader would have the know-how to kill him, though. I still think Vader's more powerful than this Palpatine, anyway. Yeah, he's still really strong, but he's just not what he used to be. Ezra, I'll put him C tier. Ezra could have been a top 5 Jedi easily, but he just didn't have the training for it, because Kanan was strong, but he just wasn't as powerful as some other characters. Fifth brother, ooh, do I put him? Yeah, I reckon he's got the brute strength to overpower Barriss. Grand Inquisitor, he's C tier, he's really strong. Yeah. I mean, he's not as strong as Ezra season 4, but he was stronger than Kanan in season 1, so, and he's the Grand Inquisitor, he's stronger than all the others, so I think he could beat all these guys. Grievous, he's stronger than Ezra, probably, maybe. I'm not sure, they're probably quite close, except they're like completely different. Grievous is like really fast and really strong, and then Ezra's got the Force, so it's different stories, but yeah. Kanan, oh god, shut up, I don't care that the webpage is using energy. Kanan, stronger than the Inquisitor, this season 4 Kanan, and season 3, actually no, Kanan season 3 would be different, but Ezra season 4 and season 3, different from season 1 and season 2. You get the point. But yeah, Kanan at this point is stronger than the Inquisitor, but he's not as strong as Ezra at this point, I don't think. Yeah. Kenobi, he's A tier, like, yeah. He's Revenge of the Sith. I think all the Kenobis, from Clone Wars to New Hope, they're pretty similar. Kit Fisto, or could he take Maul? I reckon he could take Phantom Menace Maul. He easily slapped Grievous, so. Right, what Ben is this? Is this light side Ben? Because they're extremely different. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna assume this is light side Ben. Yeah, light side Ben's extremely powerful. He doesn't have the dueling ability to contest with like Maul and Fisto, but he's got the Force. I'll put him B tier, like he's good. Leia, probably a little bit. I put her above Kylo actually, just because she's got the dueling ability. She's been heavily trained by Luke and managed to best him in a training match, which is irrelevant. He got distracted most likely by Grogu. So yeah, I have no clue who this geezer is. So yeah, we'll ignore him. Luke, yeah, he's stronger than Anakin. Prime Luke, yeah, he's really strong. Return of the Jedi Luke, I mean, he did manage to beat Vader but I don't think he could beat Sidious. It's like this where it gets tricky when they can beat one character but then like lose to the one that's below them. Ah, where do I put Luke? I'll put him just behind Vader, I think, because he's not been trained really. I mean, he's been trained by Yoda, but not in a lightsaber combat, which is a problem. Mace, he's high A tier. Honestly, you could put him S, but I think he's more close in power to some of the guys on A tier. This is Clone Wars Anakin. I'll use a better image for that because I know they've got some duplicates on here. Mother Talzin, oh, like she's strong, but it's a really unique kind of power. So, and like I don't think she could beat Ezra or Kanan. So, because yeah, when she fought Palpatine in the Son of Dathomir comics, like in Dooku's body, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're nowhere near as skilled as Dooku." So yeah, and I think Grievous is just the type of guy, like he's killed so many Jedi Masters and stuff, he'd probably be able to kill Talzin. Plo Koon, probably not quite as good at dueling as Fisto, but yeah, he's still really strong. I reckon he could beat these guys. Quinlan Vos, this is like Clone Wars Quinlan. I reckon he's probably a bit stronger than Eve Koth here. Like, this is mid Clone Wars. He got slapped by Cad Bane, which is understandable. Cad Bane kills so many Jedis, but yeah, no, I just don't think he's up. Ahsoka, I mean, let's look at Rebels Ahsoka. She matched Maul. She defeated she dueled the Inquisitors. She matched Vader, and then she fought Palpatine in the World Between Worlds, not like full-on duel, but she held back his lightning in the space of about 3 hours, and survived. So yeah, I reckon that makes Ahsoka pretty powerful, and also, if she's on a similar tier to Maul in Rebels, yeah, I think that makes her very strong. And I do think she's just a little stronger than Kenobi. Not a lot, and I don't think she could beat Dooku in a duel, but I think she's stronger than Kenobi. Duplicate image, all the Jedi Ray. She's easily the most powerful character in Star Wars, because she had all the Jedi helping her. And I used to think, well, even then she couldn't do much, because if Palpatine had a lightsaber, she would not have been able to kill him. But then I realised, yes, she would, because she had all the knowledge of the Jedi and their lightsaber skills, and their knowledge of the Force, so she has the best Force power out of anyone, and the best lightsaber dueling skill out of anyone at this specific moment. Like, and after this, I'd still put her weaker, and before this, she's nowhere close, but yeah, right, all of the Jedi Rays, OP. Right, Last Jedi Ray, she's not it, is she? Actually, I think that's Force Awakens Ray. Yeah, she's just not there. Like, she couldn't even, maybe she could take Depa Billaba, but she just wouldn't have the lightsaber combat skills. No, I don't think she could. Savage, he's really underrated. He's super strong in the Force. He can tap into the dark side much better due to the Night Sister magic. He's the physically strongest character in Star Wars, even stronger than Maul. So he like if he was going up against like Dooku, if he'd reached his full potential, Dooku's lightning would have just done nothing to him. But Palpatine cut him off before he could become too overpowered. Like, if he'd stayed with Dooku for like a month more, learned to get his own form, and then trained with Maul as well for longer, I think Maul and as well as if Maul had a double-bladed lightsaber, I think Maul and Savage could have taken Sidious. Savage had been full potential. I don't think there's a question they would have won, but Savage just didn't reach his full potential. And Sidious said they'd become a rival. Like, Sidious knew how powerful Savage could be, so, and I think he could beat Grievous because they're both like brute strength. Grievous is quicker, but like Savage lands one blow, he could push through Grievous's lightsabers. Like, you cannot block a lightsaber strike from Savage, because he's just going to shove you over. Like, he's OP. Second sister, probably the second strongest Inquisitor in my opinion, but Cow Beater, so yeah, she's there. Seventh sister, she's really smart, like the second sister, but I don't think she's quite as powerful as the eighth brother, so put her there. But she's stronger than the fifth brother. Oh, there's the Bendu again. Right, Snoke. Like, Snoke was powerful, but could he really have beaten, like, I mean, maybe he could take, like, Ezra or something, because if he could land a flipping blow, but I don't even know if he could do that, because Ezra, Season 4, he's got the raw force potential to just block lightning like Yoda did, and he couldn't beat Savage, because Savage could, like, if Savage, I mean, I guess he probably couldn't, but, like, he could block a lightning strike, and just advance towards him, so, like, I don't know, I'll put him below Ezra, actually, because he just doesn't have a lightsaber. Like, you don't go in and not have a lightsaber in Star Wars, because he'll just lose. The son, in the Clone Wars, he was the most powerful Force god, but, the father in his prime was stronger. Ahsoka, Clone Wars, she's strong, she went up against Maul, but she didn't even come close to winning that. Like, Maul was toying with her, and he had every chance to kill her. He was trying to recruit her, so I think she's, like, she could take the Grand Inquisitor at this point, but she couldn't beat Mother Talzin, so I'll put her there. This Inquisitor, I don't know much about him. I know that he's Inquisitor, though, so I'll put him with the others. Sorry if that's wrong. The father, in his prime, he was the strongest of the Force gods, but in the Mortis arc, he was the weakest, but I'll put him there. Cut him a bit of slack. Ventress, end of Clone Wars, she could beat Savage, I reckon. They're very similar, but she could win. Yoda, he's stronger than Sidious, I reckon, because Dooku once was fighting Yoda. It was in one of the canon comics, can't think which one, but he was fighting Yoda at Dooku, and he wanted to, like, scare Dooku, so he tapped into the dark side. And in that comic, they were talking about, like, how you have a natural affinity with either the light or dark of the Force, and Yoda, believe it or not, has a natural affinity with the dark side, so he's more powerful in the dark side. And Dooku was scared. He was like, yeah, Dark Yoda's probably 3 times more powerful than Sidious, so yeah, but he didn't use dark side, but I still think he was, like, the only reason Yoda didn't win in Revenge of the Sith was because of his small size. He got knocked back easily. But yeah, I think he's there. God, S tier is chunky, innit? Right, here we go. Clone Wars Anakin. Slightly weaker than Revenge of the Sith Anakin. They're basically the same, like, yeah. Anakin got stronger over the Clone Wars, but, like, by the end of it, he was on par with that Anakin, because at the same time, basically. Clone Wars Obi-Wan. Yeah. Same with Anakin, really. It's Clone Wars to Revenge of the Sith, basically the same. Clone Wars Grievous, exactly the same as normal Grievous. He would have been slightly weaker, but he's pretty much the same thing. Oh, another duplicate. Right, Revenge of the Sith, Sidious. Actually, yeah, we'll move Yoda. Revenge of the Sith Sidious would have been... He probably could have won against Anakin, but I don't think he was as powerful. But he was stronger than Vader and Luke, so... Because he had a lightsaber, really, that's the difference. And he wasn't, like, as aged and hurt by Force lightning, so... Yeah, there he is. Vader, oh, Clone Wars Vader. Yeah, this guy... I mean, he's still naturally strong in the Force, but he just would not have been able to lightsaber duel anyone, really, because he just would not have had a handle over his cybernetics and stuff, so, yeah, he just wouldn't have been there. Duplicates, 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 duplicates. Mandalore Maul. Yeah. I'll put him on par with Rebels Ahsoka here, I think. Because, maybe like, oh yeah, Maul should be behind Kenobi, but, in Rebels, Maul wanted Maul wanted to savor the victory over Kenobi. He wasn't thinking about actually coming out of it alive, and he didn't care about, like, the victory, I mean, he did care, but that was the point, like, he wanted to win and feel the glory of killing his oldest rival, so, he went for the strike that he did on Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan knew he would get cocky and exploited that, and, yeah, I just think that Maul's cockiness is the only reason he lost. If that duel had gone on for a bit longer, maybe Obi-Wan still would have won, but I think I'd probably say Maul for that. So yeah, I'll put him weaker than Clone Wars Ahsoka, because I still think Maul could beat Dooku, but I don't think at this point he was as powerful. Because he could probably tank a Force Lightning, and he's physically stronger than Dooku, so I think he could win. But I think Dooku's more powerful at this point. Right, Quinlan, he's low beta. He's not as powerful as these, but he's stronger than Ventress. Like, he was really strong at End of Dark's Disciple. So, yeah, that's why he's there. We got a ton of duplicates here. Clone Wars Dooku. Stronger than Revenge of the Sith Dooku because he kind of deteriorated with his age. But, oh, actually, let me oh no, Attack of the Clones Dooku would have been very similar to Clone Wars, so I don't think that's worth including. Anakin, Mace, Tanoka Sano, Yada, Rebels Maul, stronger than Dooku. Not on the par with Mace, but he could have killed Dooku easily at this point, because of his just physicality, and I honestly believe he's stronger than Dooku, more powerful. I just think there's more people that Maul could beat that Dooku couldn't, so yeah, that's why Maul's stronger. It's very close, so like the whole of A tier, excluding Mace maybe, because he's quite a bit stronger, but the whole of A tier is like, they're really similar. Right, Rise of Skywalker, like start of Rise of Skywalker Kylo. I mean, he's still using the dark side, but and the reason Kylo used the light side, well, is stronger, was because he used the light side. So I think he's stronger than Snoke. I don't think he's as strong as Ezra though. So yeah, I think that's a good placement for him. Start of Rise of Skywalker Rey, probably low C tier. Like, she probably couldn't beat the Grand Inquisitor, or she definitely can beat Rebels Ahsoka, and she's just not as strong as Kylo at this point, so yeah, that's why she's there. Oh look, the Bendu again. Yahoo! Oh my god, this is all duplicate. I'm not going through them, so we'll just go through them, because I don't want to have to drag them all down. Clone Wars Plo Koon, yeah, he's weaker than Revenge of the Sith, but he's pretty much the same. Barriss, start of Clone Wars, she's literally just a Padawan. She's E tier. She's just not that strong. I guess she could probably beat Rey, but even that's questionable. So yeah, she's there. Don't know who this guy is, apologies. Fulcrum, Ahsoka, yada. Empire Strikes Back, Luke. He could probably beat the Inquisitors, honestly. I don't reckon he could beat Cal, though. Like, he's had a bit of training from Luke and Ben, but just not enough in lightsaber, honestly, by this point. So, yeah, he's there. Oh, finally, a new character, Ezra. Right, so Ezra Season 1 couldn't... no, I'll put him above Rey, because he's had slightly, like they've both had to use their natural abilities with the Force, unknowingly. But I just think Ezra's environment would have allowed him to like just be like utilize the Force more. Um, and he had training from Kanan, so he'd be stronger than Rey. Force Awakens, despite Rey having more natural Force power. Right. Yeah, I also don't know who this guy is. I think he might be the guy from Fallen Order, but I don't know. So I'm not going to include him. Right, this Inquisitor, yeah, he's there. Whatever. I don't really like. He's pretty much on par with the other Inquisitors. So yeah, he just gets to go there. Qui-Gon. Ooh, low A tier. People often underestimate Qui-Gon because of how easily he beat Maul beat him. But that was mostly due to Maul having a really good style against Qui-Gon. Maul's fighting style was really good to counter Qui-Gon. And bear in mind, the Jedi had not seen Sith for I don't know how long. I've forgotten the exact amount of time, but they had not seen them for a long time, so it's to be expected that Qui-Gon lost to Maul, really. And Qui-Gon had an amazing understanding of the Force, probably even better than Yoda, or Sidious. So you can see. Also, Mace Windu himself stated that Qui-Gon was one of the best duelists in the Order. So yeah, he's probably just above Plo and Fisto and Maul and stuff. Right, who new is there? Where are the new characters, please? Oh, Kylo Ren, Force Awakens. Yeah, he could he be an Inquisitor? Probably. He could probably be any of these Inquisitors. Yeah, Kylo's there. Not really much to say. He's just not had as much experience as this one, Rise of Skywalker. Or Pre Vizsla in here. That's an interesting one. I mean, Pre Vizsla, he's a good duelist, and he's very tactically intelligent, being a Mandalorian and having all these gadgets. We saw how he utilised the gadgets against Maul, and he held his own against Maul in a combat duel where Maul didn't use the Force. If Maul had used the Force, he would have absolutely destroyed Pre Vizsla. But no, in an actual duel, he's really strong. But yeah, I don't think he's as strong as maybe any of these characters up here because they could just use the Force on him. Oh no, I reckon he could beat Ezra, he could beat Barriss, he could beat Depper, he could beat. Yeah, he's probably just a bit weaker than Vader Clone Wars. Yeah, no, I think Pre Vizsla could beat all of these guys. Right, who next? No, we don't want to open that. Oh, Kanan Season 1. Yeah. Ooh. He could. I mean, he's probably stronger than these Inquisitors, because he did match the Grand Inquisitor. So yeah, I'll put him just behind Kylo there. Because he's got training, he's decently strong in the Force, but he's just not had the experience, and he struggled against the Grand Inquisitor. So, yeah, I think he's there. Who's next? Then I'm kind of losing track of where I am. Eve Koff, Clone Wars. Same as this Eve Koff. I'm pretty sure that's Eve Koff. We're going to say it's Eve Koff because if it's not, I've got no clue who this guy is. I've also got no clue who this guy is. Like, looks like Saesee Tiin, but like, I don't know. Actually, yes, Season 3, Kanan. He's there. Like, he can use the Force to guide himself and see stuff, but he just didn't have the mastery of it yet, so I reckon Pre Vizsla would just be yeah, like pre-Vizsla would be able to use his gadgets to overpower Kanan, so he's there. But Season 4, when he mastered that, like, seeing through the Force, he was really strong. Right, this guy, I mean, he bested Cal and Seer. Seer's not on this list, unfortunately, so that sucks, but, yeah, no, I think he's probably... I reckon he could beat Clone Wars Ahsoka, you know? I think he's pretty strong. Not that I even know his name. But you know, it's whatever. Maul, Clone Wars Season 4. I think he's stronger than Phantom Menace Maul. I think he could probably take Plo Koon and things. I think he could still beat Qui-Gon. And I mean, he beat Kenobi. I don't think he could beat Ben. But he did beat Kenobi. So, yeah, I mean, I'll put him there. Like, his legs, while he didn't have a great mastery of using them, like, he can get some powerful kicks out of them. And if he knew how to use them, like, those legs would have been flipping helpful for him. Because they would have gave him some really good combat advantages. Right, I cannot see this skeezer. Is that maybe Ayla Secura? I don't know, I can't see, so I don't really want to place her. Ventress Season 5. Did we have a Ventress Season 1 on here? I don't think we do. But no, Ventress Season 5 could. I reckon she can take Grievous, or... Yeah, I think she's there. Because her working with Quinlan Voss really buffed her power. Right, where's flipping thing Season 1 then? We don't have a Ventress Season 1. Oh my god, shut up. Kylo Last Jedi, yeah, he's there. He's just not that. He didn't take a massive jump in power, really. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, use another image and pretend it's Last Jedi Race. I just don't need to, because they're very similar. Who've we got next? This guy, I've got no clue who that guy is. Like, it's a trap or something, I don't know. Right, the Bendu, bottom of S tier. Like, he's really strong, but he's really powerful in the Force Beach. Doesn't use a lightsaber or anything. Like, any of these characters could really kill him, but I don't think he's really strong. Actually, I guess I could make that same argument for Snoke. But then, yeah, no, I'm keeping Snoke where he is. So yeah, that is my Star Wars Power Levels tier list. Please tell me what those characters. I had no clue who they are in the comments. Yeah, just disagree with me. And if you're gonna disagree with me, don't just be like, "Ooh, Qui-Gon's really, really weak," or "Ooh, Grievous should actually be S tier." Actually give a reason why. And prove your point, rather than just saying Grievous should be S tier when that's clearly incorrect. I mean, if you can give a valid reason why Grievous is stronger than Mace Windu, then I'll put him S tier, but I want to see some valid reasoning why Grievous is S tier in the comments, okay? Right, okay, see you in the next one.